Okay, today I'm going to give you a little tour of Goldsmith, and Goldsmith is little, so it's going to be a little tour, probably 5-10 minutes. But there are no police out here. They come out here when they're called sometimes. There's very little crime here, about 300 people. Most of them are retired, and let me give you a little tour. There is the gas plant nearby. That thing stinks like to high heaven. Goldsmith population 236, so it's more like 300. See, there's the Fifey workshop. That's a roustabout crew. And down here we have, some junk. Fifey owns that. There's the welder shop. And there's the city hall. We do have a bar and restaurant here that just opened up about 8 months ago. And the welding shop over there. And then there's Bubba's Country Store. High-priced country store, but he owns 60% of this town. And if they're closed, they only open, 5 a.m. to 8. And then we have this place over here. It's another convenience store. They got about the same hours, but they're not open on the weekend. Then we have junk, some mobile homes. And over here, this is where we throw couches, stoves, stuff like that. Almost like a recycling area. And over here, that's Tanya's Cafe. Open from 6 a.m. till 2 p.m. Not open on the weekends. Then we have a pump supply place over there. And another building over there, Fifey owns. And over here, another abandoned building. And the post office. And I'll give you a tour. We'll go up the north side of town. Some of the houses here, you could buy a house here from $250,000 to around $40,000. And there's a couple of houses there in the middle of that price range. There's the old jail. They used to use it when there used to be cops here. There used to be a school here. There used to be a hotel here, a theater, a hospital. But after the oil boom died, that all went away. There's an old church. Some old man lives in that church. Boarded up. Everyone is boarded up. There's another company over here. They own all of this. And this part of the town, there's only one guy that lives here. And that's not on city water, city sewer. So he put in his own. But all these lots over here, same deal. You'd have to put in your own deal. A couple of dilapidated houses. And all that back there is an RV park, which is all attached to that school. The guy that lived there died, and he managed all of that. His name is Glenn. But the guy that owns the church over there, he bought all this and all that property. And we'll see what he's going to do with it. And up here is the event center. And the oil companies rent this out. People rent it out for, venues. And there's all RV spots all behind that school. And we got a field back there, a football field, baseball field, basketball court. And our town is too cheap. That's the pool pump house, and right there used to be the pool. They were too cheap to fix the pool, so they just filled it in. Nice. So now Would have been nice to have a pool here once in a while when it gets 115 degrees, a place to go swimming. Anyway, that used to be the event center. They used to have concerts and stuff there. Well, they don't have that anymore. So it's kind of a dying town, but it's not. There's a house. There's a $250,000 house this guy just finished building. Really nice house, especially for this town. As you see, the rest is kind of trashy. And we have a bunch of land here, vacant land. I try to pick up all that vacant land, but people own every piece of property here in Goldsmith, and there's nothing left available. Another view of that gas plant. And this is kind of like one of the main throughway streets, Scarborough. There's the old Buckhorn. That bar's never been open. And there's the Cossacks Clubhouse. Yes, there is a biker gang here. Then we're going to take Scarborough to the south side of town. There was a double wide there. She didn't pay. Got evicted. Got evicted. And repossessed. Volunteer fire department. So at least if your house burns down, there'll be a timely response to put it out. House for sale, $30,000. You just gotta move it. Now there were a bunch of meth heads around here, and they were going around stealing stuff. Well, they're all gone now. So the crime rate is virtually zero. And let's see, welding shop. There's an RV park for sale. Capable of holding 24 RVs at $500 a month. They only went $225,000 for it. Oh, and that's where the crap house used to be. They condemned it and tore it down. And that house is for sale for $100,000. Nobody's ever lived in that. He built it for his daughter. She got on meth, and now she lives in the camper in the driveway. There's another RV park here. And then over there, you see, that's a man camp. I think it's like $80 a night. But, you know, they feed you. You can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. Well, breakfast, dinner, lunch is like a gas station sandwich. Here's more corporate housing. There's another RV park. Fifey owns that. And then there's Dawn's house. She defaulted on that. I think it's 10 lots. She paid $150,000 for it. Lived in it 3-4 years. Then just up and left. She goes all the way to that garbage can. And we got little houses here. They rent them out for $1,100 a month. Yep, he built those. And there's Bob. He works for the city. And there's Provisions. That's who I work for. 1-2 loads a day. It's $10.99. It sucks. No insurance. No workman's comp. No nothing. And there's my house over there. They're the only 2-story here in Goldsmith. And that's pretty much Goldsmith. I'm going to show you a couple of houses. If you're interested in buying property out here working in the oil field, hit me up. I'll let you know what's for sale.